Interestingly, and you know, we're gonna just go on easy. This is a nostalgism where we check out an old nostalgic game, not necessarily that I played, but that a lot of people played. And being the original Caesar is kind of important to this channel. Now, this is one of the most annoying things. This is how you choose your name. You can't type in your name, as far as I can. Oh, you can. You can type in your name, but it gives you, for mouse control only, you can choose this. Can I actually type in? I can type in Gamerzak. Look at that. What is this interface? I don't understand. But I guess that set my name. I think. Okay. Let's start a game. Now, it generates scrubland and it brings you into a random region. You don't get to choose. So we're going down there to the north of Africa. And here we go. Welcome, Gamerzak. My name's too long, so it aligns too far that way. 13 BC, and as yet you have no city to govern! Exclamation mark, full stop. By the way, in case you don't know, Impressions Games was not the best at copywriting, as in writing things out properly. Punctuation especially, they're just really bad. I don't know why.
So, this game practically ends up being the scenario that we live in. It's almost daunting to understand what occurs and why things are the way they are. First off, when you have events that were not natural, what occurs is practical as blasphemy is said for itself. It is an acquisition that the ground first begins around your area. Why this is? Well, sadly, this game happens to end up being the integration of what our Earth is. You have trees, you have markings, and then you have what to work with. So initially the game teaches you at what stage we are in. And the story goes along depending on what the first playthrough is.
But here we are on this region. Now here's one of the most weird old DOS game things. So the mouse cursor is in this main window, but to access things down here, you can click and it will start placing things there. But you can right click and it swaps between the toolbar. See, in arrow mode, you can't scroll around. So you got two modes between playing in the main game window and interacting with the toolbar, which is kind of strange. But okay, I'm gonna set up down here, I think, by this river. This seems like a nice little location. No music in game? There's no music in game. Well, there is at some point. And we're gonna just figure out how to build a city. Now, we have played Caesar 2 recently on the channel, and I think we might be able to figure it out. But let's go to infrastructure.
Right, knowing that it's 12 BC, it's kind of odd. So, seeing someone else play this out would teach you a different type of intel to work with. Like when you normally don't play what someone does, I understand that, but primarily it ends up you have to find who is actually playing more over the facts of why would it be different. It's just what choices do you miss out on. I understand that each button here isn't anything that occurs. It's just practical to use and place. Over time you'll start seeing results on a basic story.
Now, by the way, all of these symbols are explained in the manual, in case you wanted to know that. Let's go to roads. And as far as I understand, it's like Caesar 2, where you want the services in the middle of your city. Right? So we're gonna just build a nice square here.
We are not in Oz anymore.
And it's all my fault. Yes.
And we're gonna build the services in the middle, because this again is like sort of Walker system, sort of radio system. The further back you go in Caesar's history, the more like Sim City it is, strangely enough. So we're also gonna build a fountain. I think I will have houses around here. So I'm gonna put a fountain here, and I'm going to put a reservoir pipe here. What? How do I... There we go. Okay, can I do... No? Oh, we can't have weird intersections. Let me just go back here. Clear area. Clear this reservoir pipe. Reservoirs need to be on the water, as far as I can tell. And then we do that, and we should have a source of water, so we can now build some houses, which is here. I'm just gonna place... Alright, there's no like click and drag. Oh, they all just devolved. Right, okay. This is one of the most confusing things about this game. You place houses, they just disappear. They just disappear. The Emperor is dangerously ill. That was kind of soon. I think we need to build more infrastructure first, right? So let me put down the forum, right? We're supposed to start with the forum. This is all explained in the manual, by the way. We're going to put down a prefecture. Let's get some
The reservoir and the well.
infrastructure and buildings going. We can put down a temple, right? We can put down a hospital,
That's a little early.
and we can put down a school.
Okay.
What is this? Oracle.
Oh man.
I guess we put down an oracle. Yeah, I don't know what it does. And then we should be able to get houses going without them disappearing. Correct? Yes, now they're evolving. There we go. I don't know how far away from the road they can be, but I think it matters most how far away they are from services. So the older Caesars are actually more like realistic property land value stuff, right? The land value, which affects whether these houses evolve or devolve, 200 people, look at that, immediately, is land value. And land value is not desirability. You can't just plaza up the roads and expect land value to go up. People don't move into places just because the roads are nice.
I just hope for the
But-
best of where they're at.
More investment needed in roads. Don't worry, we can plaza the roads. Let's
Well,
plaza it up.
roads.
We go from this lovely...
Okay. I kind of understand that somebody doesn't wake up understanding what to do. The road part, I kind of understand a segment made. After that, I don't know what's so different. But when you build anything, you have to, like, the guessing part is like, if we scroll back to, let's see, if we can understand what it started
And then we
as,
do that,
right?
and we should have a source of...
We got source of water. You know, the way I played it out, I never understood at what point to do that. Or, like, I kind of understood that later on. But, like, what is it that I'm supposed to think of? If water is what's used and it's sufficient to connect to from reservoir to a fountain, I kind of have, like, the structures
Water.
might be different.
So we can now build some houses, which is here. And I'm just gonna place... Alright, there's no, like, click and drag.
It's too many.
Oh, they all just devolved. Right, okay.
I put one.
This is one of the most confusing things about this game. You place houses, they just disappear.
building.
They just disappear. The Emperor is dangerously ill. That was kind of soon. I think we need to build more infrastructure first, right? So let me put down the forum, right? We're supposed to start with the forum. This is a
Calls it something.
square here. And we're gonna build the services in the middle, because this again is like sort of walker system, sort of radius system. The further back you go in Caesar's history, the more like Sim City it is, strangely enough. So we're also gonna build a fountain. I think I will have houses around here, so I'm gonna put a fountain here, and I'm going to put a reservoir pipe here. What? How do I... There we go. Okay, can I do... No? Oh, we can't have weird intersections. Let me just go back here. Clear area. Clear this reservoir pipe. Reservoirs need to be on the water, as far as I can tell. And then we do that, and we should have a source of water, so we can now build some houses, which is here. And I'm just gonna place... Alright, there's no like click and drag. Oh, they all just devolved. Right, okay. This is one of the most confusing things about this game. You place houses, they just disappear. They just disappear. The Emperor is dangerously ill. That was kind of soon. I think we need to build more infrastructure first, right? So let me put down the forum, right?
Okay. So the selection of it.
Sort of walker system, sort of radius system. The further back you go in Caesar's history, the more like Sim City it is, strangely enough. So we're also gonna build a fountain. I think I will have houses around here, so I'm gonna put a fountain here, and I'm going to put a reservoir pipe here. What? How do I... There we go. Okay, can I do... No? Oh, we can't have weird intersections. Let me just go back here. Clear area. Clear this reservoir pipe. Reservoirs need to be on the water, as far as I can tell. And then we do that, and we should have a source of water, so we can now build some houses, which is here. And I'm just gonna place... Alright, there's no like click and drag. Oh, they all just devolved. Right, okay. This is one of the most confusing things about this game. You place houses, they just disappear. They just disappear. The Emperor is dangerously ill. That was kind of soon. I think we need to build more infrastructure first, right? So let me put down the and we're gonna build the services in the middle, because this again is like sort of walker system, sort of radius system. The further back you go in Caesar's history, the more like Sim City it is, strangely enough. So we're also gonna build a fountain. I think I will have houses around here, so I'm gonna put a fountain here, and I'm going to put a reservoir pipe here. What? How do I... There we go. Okay, can I do... No? Oh, we can't have weird intersections. Let me just go back here. Clear area. Clear this reservoir pipe. Reservoirs need to be on the water, as far as I can tell. And then we do that, and we should have a source of water, so we can now build some houses, which is here. And I'm just gonna place... Alright, there's no like click and drag. Oh, they all just devolved. Right, okay. This is one of the most confusing things about this game. You place houses, they just disappear. They just disappear. The Emperor is dangerously ill. That was kind of soon. I think we need to build more infrastructure first, right? So let me put down the forum. We're supposed to start with the forum. This is all explained in the manual, by the way. We're gonna put down a prefecture. Let's get some infrastructure and buildings going. We can put down a temple, right? We can put down a hospital, and we can put down a school. What is this? Oracle. I guess we put down an oracle. Yeah, I don't know what it does. And then we should be able to get houses going without them disappearing. Correct? Yes, now they're evolving. There we go. I don't know how far away from the road they can be, but I think it matters most how far away they are from services. So the older Caesars are actually more like realistic property land value stuff, right? The land value, which affects whether these houses evolve or devolve, 200 people, look at that, immediately, is land value. And land value is not desirability. You can't just plaza up the roads and expect land value to go up. People don't move into places just because the roads are nice. But
one red square.
more investment needed in roads. Don't worry, we can plaza the roads. Let's plaza it up. We go from this lovely gray and gold brick to this horrible, ugly mesh pattern. And look at that, we've got a walker. We actually have a walker in this game.
What is that?
That we've plazaed it up. And it actually looks worse. But I assume they prefer it. Okay. But there's way more to this game. What I'm going to do is I'm also going to put down a barracks right here. I assume that should work. Okay, there we go. Can I scroll back up? There we go. Now, all these houses are devolving. Is it because of the barracks? Is it? I don't know. No, they're coming back? Okay, maybe. I don't know. Let's go to the forum.
The only question I have.
Now this is where some cool music comes in. These are our advisors, which allow us to control things to do with the city, and also listen to some sick beats. Let's start from the left to right. We have... This one's about me.
130 denarii imperial favor, salary drawn 10 denarii, donate money to city.
Okay, that's enough of that. Now we go to the centurion, obviously the military general. You can tell these developers just came out of the 80s. This is like a song from Hotline Miami or something.
Okay, so if I'm a rhino...
Then we have the very sad sounding city stats. Industry, population tax, city funds, population, yeah.
So that's kind of the thing, you couldn't pause, so shit. Okay.
I don't like this guy.
750, 750, industry tax, 6,000.
Then we have this bald dude here. He's quite intense. We can control tax rates here, which I assume we should increase a little bit. Then we have this one. Seems probably religious advisor. No, it's Oracle, which tells us reduce taxes, keep everyone happy. Increase your population. Increase the population. Develop links with local. Straighten those roads. Do the straightness of roads matter? Straighten those roads.
So I think a move like that wouldn't be too bad. But
okay, and then we've got this guy in the green robes holding a candle, it seems. He's the industry guy. Okay, and it says here, we are most suitable for copper, ivory, wheat, and spices. So those are the focuses of our industry. Copper, ivory, wheat, spices. This is determined by where on the world map you got. And then this one, of course, is for the plebeians. They're very serious. Now, this works like Caesar 2 from what I can tell. You can up wages to get more workers, right? Okay. So let's go to that province map, which is this button here. Oh, right, we're in the north of Africa, so we just have that. Our main city is here. This is the world map. Now, this is very interesting because a lot of new and upcoming city builders have this world map concept. And sometimes the game looks like it's inspired by Caesar 3 or Pharaoh or something like that. But then they have this world map, and I was like, oh, that's kind of a cool idea. But then you go back and play Caesar 2 and Caesar 1.
But I
and it's like, oh,
am the one.
The world map idea is from back there.
The concept.
Right? This is pretty cool. Now, I have played Caesar 2 a little bit, and that's kind of cool. But I think what we have to do here is set up connections to areas. So we're supposed to connect to local villages. So there's one right there. Which I think that's one. Let me just try. Let's go to provincial road, and this is highway, which costs 50. This is very expensive to do. Maybe if I just build a provincial road, it costs 30. The price is not that different. The highway going over that is 200. Really? Do I just build a highway going straight over to this village? It told me I should keep the road straight, so I think that hooks them up, right? Yes, look, I think it's developing, right? So these world map cities do actually develop. I also want to build a fort, which costs 500, so that I can have some military going right here.
That's crazy.
And I guess I have to check the forum for that. So if I check the forum, I should be able to wages build 20 denarii, conscription 10%. So we should start getting troops into the Eagle cohort. Right? Okay. Let us now go back to our city. Has it fallen apart? Not yet, which is pretty good. I think we could do... Can I replace these houses and try and... No? They just don't want to live there? Really? Is it just that bad? I guess so. I guess so. But under construction, there were also... Did I build a market? Edicts of March plot uncovered. I don't know what to do with that information. But let us build.
Why would I send anything to him?
That is a market. So I can place a market here.
Okay.
And then I can put workshops.
This is how he's
what was it?
playing.
These ivory wheat spices, right? So I can put workshops down here. Let's say for ivory.
And something you call out,
I'm not exactly sure how you get resources. It should be, like, if I check the forum here, and check here, we do have 10 set to province, and it says it needs 2.
Well, since we couldn't see, road maintenance would be interesting.
I don't know whether ivory is coming in or not, but I guess I should just... go back there. Construction. Workshop.
Action
I think we can get, like...
It's like when you
wheat
see what
and
it is,
spices
then
going
you
as well.
Do what you can do.
Right? And I think that should help. Maybe get a theater down. Yeah, let's put a theater down there. Look at these houses. These houses are evolving. They are loving it, what I'm doing. I'm not exactly sure why, if I try place more houses, they devolve. Can I fit more houses? Let's just try. Did I not place a... Bathhouse is like a separate thing entirely. Let's try put a bathhouse right there. Oh, it's too far from the water. Right. Bathhouse right there. Is that in range? Whoa, the bathhouse evolved. Okay. Right. With older Caesar games, you can evolve buildings, not just the houses. So that bathhouse there evolved, and I think it's in range of the water. Okay. Okay. By the way...
So the arrangement of things seems a little too early to build things in it. It's practical to understand that the illusion of trees kind of teaches you what exactly. So if we have wheat, spices, wine is poor. So, and then above that we had glass. So it's interesting what this ends up being.
Here's one of the weirdest things. If you want info about a building that you've selected or something you've selected, you have to left and right click at the same time. And hold it. Left and right click at the same time. No city will become truly great without sanitation. Caesar, online help. This was 92. Was there really much online help? I'm not too sure. But that bathhouse looks to be doing well. Okay, so we've got these people walking around, which I assume are prefects.
Normally when you had...
And let's check here.
So things built too quickly.
Pleb population, 114, okay.
Building upkeep. That's
Checking here. Industry tax, it's going up, that's good. Population tax, we are losing. Oh no, that's city funds. This is population tax. This is industry tax. This is population going up. Okay, okay.
Stop blocking spam calls. It only makes it worse. If they keep coming, your number is already out there. And honestly,
We have one soldier. Okay. Okay. And I'm not exactly sure what I can do beyond this, right? Right? For industry to work, they need to be close to heavy industry building which supplies them with resources, have a close road access to market, and will be within 3 squares to houses. Ah, I see. So the market needs to be closer to the houses, I think? But it says you need heavy industry building. Where is heavy industry? Those are workshops, markets. Heavy industry. There it is. Oh, okay, okay. So I can build a heavy industry building there. Extend a road out this way. And I think these jars here indicate that they are functioning? But do we need 3 heavy industry buildings? I'm not entirely sure. But I feel like I should move some things around here. Let me just try. Place some houses here. Is this at all a desirable space for you to be? Maybe, maybe. Probably need to get some water over. If
For things
I
to upgrade with
get
source
the
water.
fountain placed here, and then go to the reservoir pipe
There's a granary.
to
All that
go
would be left,
around
from what I
here.
understand. So there's.
Can I place a reservoir here? Or here? Yes. That will provide water. And I think I am doing this correctly. Heavy industry has like 3 squares of radius range. It doesn't need road access. Really? But it looks like these 3 things are now functioning. They have these little jars. Mostly on the spices, I think.
Spices, okay.
But with that,
So is that
I
wheat?
think I can also
I
maybe
think that's wheat.
support houses here. Yes? Support houses here. Support houses here. It's just so hard to tell what is actually working and what is not working.
You know, the
Right?
building
I think-
aspect of
think that's correct.
things, and with that many things.
These
in
became these
it,
massive
I
apartments. Look at
never
that.
understood
Wow.
as to what that ended up being.
And I think I am expanding properly
But
here.
it was merely the fact
If I
that
check
if you have
maps,
water
I can actually see urbanization.
and food,
I can see water
you
distribution.
then
But this doesn't
distribute
really help.
upgrading the area.
Let me just check.
So
If
you
I
have
turn
to
on
notice
urbanization,
when
I
your
can check
denarii
that.
is going
Administration seems to cover
Attack
everything. Okay, that's good.
population's aiming at
Land value.
12,600, or was it
So high
25,000?
is
So if he's
red, I see.
making
So we actually have very
money.
high land value for those houses right there. Trouble areas? No trouble areas. Okay. So as far as I can tell, things are
those are the colors I use. That's
pretty
crazy
good.
to understand how this game has the colors.
right. I think it's pretty good. Okay, okay. I
Trouble
think I
areas.
understand the basics of this game. Let me check the forum again. I think we might need to do some worker distribution. Oh, we need 6 there, 3 there, 1 there, 2 there, 0 there. Okay, I don't know why we need none for army. But how much money are we making? Industry tax went up a bit. Oh, there's industry tax. That's our population. This is population tax. Okay. Are we actually making money? Probably not, but denarii out. Overall loss of 427. That's not so bad. Let's check the province map again. So we have this highway going over to this village, which looks like it's pretty well developed. I don't know what that does, but apparently it's a good thing. We also have that area there, which we could potentially build a highway to. It will cost a lot, but I assume it will do, because I don't think there's much else we can build on the world map, right? It's just highways. So if I just start maybe a construction of a highway, it should bankrupt us. So if I do this, okay, we have now connected to the outside world, which I think is a good thing. By the way, Caesar 2 has so much more to do on the world map than this. It's actually really good. This is just really kind of confusing, but I think this is good, right? I use the highway for the road to Rome, but dirt road to villages. It's okay. We've highwayed up to this village here. I don't see any more. Oh, there's one more village down there. Any village up here? There's one over there. Okay. So there's like 3. No, there's one there as well. 4 villages. Oh, I could actually just grab this highway and hook up this one since we are already here.
See the road being built slowly.
Get a 2 for 1. Look at that. So that should start developing as well, which I assume is good. So Caesar 2 is much more fun. Yeah, Caesar 2 is more fun than this, but this is very interesting to look at. I think that is working. Okay, let's go back to the city. Seems like we're doing okay.
I don't understand why.
This is probably not a very good setup. It seems like lots of jars are coming in here. So that should be good. If I check, can I see my earnings? No.
It isn't just me that's there.
This guy.
Or there that is.
Denarii in taxes for population 67, for industry is 184.
So they said
operating cost is 118, tribute to Rome is 95. So we are still losing money. I think if this is the same as Caesar 2, going up to 8% tax should be fine. Right? Right. Okay. I think that's good. So if I can turn a profit on this city, I will consider it a victory. I don't even know. Wait, we can't check our victory conditions. Let me just check here. On the forum, there's the oracle.
So I'm back 2 years. Average.
What is our goals? How do we win?
Depends on how this game understands.
I need a grand spectacle. How do I do that? Upgrade slums. Straighten those roads. What are our targets? I don't know what our targets are. But okay. But isn't this strange and interesting, right? This is where Caesar 3 came from.
Upgrading part of things is what we don't like. Yes, because we have
the music's kind of cool. The music is actually amazing.
Each location.
And I love how buildings do actually change. Look at this market. It's doing stuff. You can tell.
Source of water.
These smokestacks are not doing things. Does that mean they're not working? Does that mean I need to build... Now you said heavy industry does not need roads. So does that mean I can do this?
I get curious what
that
works are.
Look at that. That is a thing that we can do. All right then. North houses devolved. The northmost ones, yeah. I'm not entirely sure why. What else can we provide them? We could build a Colosseum, but that costs 200. Not the worst thing, but I guess we can. Where do I want to place a Colosseum? Does this need road access? Does a Colosseum need road access? Can someone tell me?
That's interesting. The first mission.
We'll find out. The province's funds are now at or below 1,000 denarii. Excessive spending may bankrupt you, so watch your funds carefully. This is your only warning.
Dear Choi family, you 3 have all the ready.
Wait. That's crazy. Okay.
Ingredients. But when things get a little too tight in the kitchen, we were here to help.
Okay. We're just gonna stick a Colosseum back there. E-Days of March plot uncovered. Okay. Road? Can I? Like, you can road over the pipes. And just in case it does need road access, I'm gonna do this. I don't think that helps. I don't think that helps. How do you increase... How do you increase the land value of these things? Do I put down more bathhouses? Which would require pipe access?
I'm pretty sure he's thinking that this game is real.
Now, pipes can't have T-junctions. Oh, the bath just works. Okay. I guess that's fine. That didn't seem to improve people's land value.
That's not
I don't know. Maybe another prefecture? Maybe unemployment could be holding back things as well. Do I give them a hospital? Like another hospital? It seems like we're actually making money though, so that's good. Let me get rid of these pipes here. Let's rebuild that road there.
picking up what someone's feeling, and that's all it is.
Let us maybe place
Okay.
another school,
So
I guess.
what I recommend was to see how much space.
Religious
can we
Nazarene
make.
held in Judea. Okay. Another school, maybe? There are other forums. Lydian, which I think building more forums helps administration, I think, but nothing seems to be really working. But we are turning a profit. Where is money listed? Oh, I do apologize. I'm actually blocking the money. I just realized. How do I solve this problem? Maybe if I just realized I am actually blocking the money. Sorry about that, but if I just shift myself over like that,
I don't understand that the game was played,
and then
so we have to get
that's
to that
not quite
point
enough.
of interest.
Shift myself over like that. There we go. There we go. That's our
So he has
money
to
there.
reach 5,000.
But this is pretty much as I can figure out, right? If I check the province here, that village has now evolved quite nicely. Okay. Let me just check our military. One regular. Or two regulars? How do I have to pay them more? How much do I have to pay them to recruit more people into this? I guess 30 denarii is good? Maybe? Well, our city seems to be doing okay. Let's check the tooltip on Colosseum. Left and right click. Provides entertainment for all and boosts city culture. Okay. We could build a hippodrome. That costs 300. Kablam.
So what I understood about
We built a
that is
hippodrome. So now we have built every building in the game, I think.
that's all I knew. I don't know.
These are all functioning. That's good. Okay. Okay.
Hippodrome.
Are these events for atmosphere, or do they affect anything? They probably affect something, but you'd probably have to read the manual to figure it out. But we have all the buildings in the game now. So the last thing that we really haven't tried out is military. Now, there's no reports of any enemies coming on in,
Any denarii.
but I am trying to train more people. Now, these numbers mean something. 3, 2, 2. I assume 1, this is the expected number? I think. Building a hippodrome in Caesar 1 is a lot easier than Caesar 3. Yeah, but that's because the hippodrome here is just like another building. The hippodrome in Caesar 3 is like a monument sort of thing.
You notice that his body.
But look at our city. It's actually, it's stable. It's staying, right? It's kind of doing okay. Right? I mean, I'm not exactly sure how to make it better, but it should be fine. Let's check the plebs. Is everything staffed correctly? Yeah? 14 unused plebs.
So.
I guess we could drop wages a little bit, since we have too many. But we have actually been making money, so that is already kind of a victory. Is there any plaza? Yeah, these are the plazas.
Fit, but then
these ugly gray tiles are the plazas. this nicer looking
godly
golden road
effect of things
is the normal
was
road.
that, yeah, there. The way it's pronounced.
But yeah, I don't know
odd
how to
and
evolve these
God.
houses
So if you
anymore.
say it,
Because there's no
you
way
would
to
end up
check. As far as I can tell, there's no way to
understanding
check
that someone
to see what they
passed
need.
through
You just have to kind
the
of guess, I
afterlife.
think.
And you
It's
don't
0
want to
AD,
lose
guys.
the
It's 0
God.
AD. We've been here for a few years now.
That you would
Okay.
see.
We could
that
check the province.
events-
Actually, let's check our military. Now it says 332.
Anything bad.
It says 3 regulars, but there's only 2 in there. But why?
Press down.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Accessories.
But it seems like no one's coming to attack. By the way, the military in this is not like the military in Caesar 2 or 3 at all. Military is just a screen. It just shows a screen, and you just select the buttons, like do this formation.
It didn't have an issue. It's
And
kind of odd
I built a
how you
second
have to
cohort.
play
Did I
this
build? When did I build a
part
second cohort?
off of the only guy playing?
Oh, do we come with one initially
I guess we
already?
have to learn
Oh,
what this means.
we
I guess
have
I have to
Prima
find out
Legion
what this
already
is.
on our city, so I actually
I
kind of
think
want
the
to like
subscribing part
get rid
not
of
normal.
that. I don't want a second cohort. We
Okay.
already got one. I see. Okay, so we had right. Prima cohort is Eagle, which okay. Okay. Let's let that run then. I didn't realize I built a second one. I didn't know we came with one rather.
Resources are not being
Okay.
collected.
But as you can see,
seeing these mini structures,
If you're
I
an old timer which
understand
played Caesar 3, this game was what,
integrity.
92?
You can play out
92?
for a couple
This
hours,
is
to be
pretty
honest.
good for 92. 92, the game's coming out then. Not necessarily the most interesting or... Well, I mean, I suppose they were interesting for their time, right? Like, if you've never
almost like
seen
he
this,
got
this
set
is
up
post
not to
SimCity
see
1, right? So they have the
what
SimCity 1 thing.
moves. That's what
This
I'm
is about the
learning.
age of, like, Dino Park Tycoon,
Doesn't understand what's
Theme Park, the
changing.
DOS one. Oh, but look at that. It's 180 and we're making money. We're making money. Look at that. Ah. So we have made a functional city, at least.
he
I
has
don't
made
know. I don't know.
the
Can you guys
mountain
tell whether this is good?
called
Dune 2? Yes, Dune 2. Came out 92 as well, right? The first RTS came out this year. The first ever RTS, which is very interesting. Dune 2. SimCity 1 is from the 80s, yeah. So SimCity 1
understood
predated
who
this.
could,
But do
that's
remember,
fair.
SimCity 1, they didn't, no publisher wanted to sell it. They said it wasn't a game. Okay, we've got 3 regulars. So I suppose every 10 denarii we get a regular.
As to why
But let me show you some of the military
it-
mechanics here. So we can
the
cohort attack. Cohort
No,
patrol
doesn't
rather.
want
Cohort
to.
patrol. We have to... Is it left click or right click? Left click. And then I can put there and there. And our military will now patrol this road, I think. Or it wanders off from that point. Does it go over to the left side? I clicked twice. So it should go over this side. And if enemy shows up, they will show up on the map as another sort of flag thing like this. Yeah, there we go. And I will try and find some way to, like, if I can't get military going in this video, I'll put a link down below in the pinned comment showing a screenshot of what military looks like in this game, because it is not exactly interesting. But it seems like we're in a region which just doesn't get attacked very much. There's no military, right? The barbarians aren't cooperating, or rather they are cooperating. But we did look at military in Caesar 2, and it is actually much better. It's like Lords of the Realms sort of thing. But there we go. We've got military going. Go to the city. And that's basically the game, right? Enemy military, when they attack your city, it actually spawns as a unit on the map here. And they just sort of wander around. But I don't exactly know how that works. They just sort of reach the center of your city and plunder your stuff, I think. But we have made a functional city in Caesar 1. And it was a very interesting look. And I do appreciate that this game exists.
I don't get it.
But it doesn't
It's kind of
really-
like, if I can understand.
It didn't-
how
it didn't
bad this
age
is
well, did
getting,
it?
If it's just, I mean, I get that it
didn't age well.
Generic, but then it's just.
Okay,
why-
guys, as a bonus, I'm adding onto this video, barbarians have been sighted. Let me bring myself back into the game here. Come on, come on. Barbarians have been sighted. They are on the world map. Where are they? There they are, barbarians.
Okay.
Are they gonna come here? We have 3 soldiers. I don't know how many is in there, but let us go. Cohort attack. We are gonna attack these guys. You, grab you, yes. Go attack them. Go. Go, my regular troop. They destroyed. This is our combat screen. Let me just show you what we've got. We've got these 5 buttons down the bottom. We've got our morale. They have 6 soldiers. We have 3. We are gonna lose pretty badly here. We're gonna lose pretty badly here. But we get to choose various things here, which these buttons again explained in the manual. Explained in the manual. And I think the button behind me is run away. The button here is charge. The button here is some kind of formation, and the button there is some kind of formation, and then I don't really know. But I'm gonna press a button. This one here, it's like offensive, defensive, charge. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try, this one looks pretty defensive here. I'm gonna click this button. It is a tough battle and still could go either way. Nothing changed. Okay, let's try that again. Let's try that again. Your soldiers are faltering. You should try a new tactic. Oh no, we lost the soldier. Okay, okay, it's 2 to 6 now. Let's just try charge at them. Let's charge at them. Your soldiers are faltering. You should try a new tactic. Maybe this leftmost button will do it? Last guy, come on. Defeat and dishonor as the barbarians sweep over you. Okay, this combat is actually really difficult. Barbarians approaching your highway. And they destroyed some of my highway. But yeah, that is a look at the military and combat in this game. But I have to say, Caesar 2, you could play Caesar 2 today, and it's actually still fun. So Caesar 2, definitely, if you haven't played it, I recommend you go check it out. Otherwise, the best thing about Caesar 1, the music. And that's going to be a nostalgiasm for today, because there isn't that much else to show. Going for about half an hour to check out Caesar 1. If you'd like to check it out yourself, well, it's on GOG. And it's nice seeing the original when the Caesar 3 is such a big thing on the channel, which, speaking of, if you want to check out more city building stuff, there's so much on the channel. Do just click the buttons on the screen right now to check those out. And the rest of the nostalgiasms, abandonware adventures, and gamer encounters if you'd like to see those. But that's going to be it for me for today. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you enjoyed it and found it interesting and or useful. And I will see you in the next video. And I actually have to do this